Booyaka, booyaka.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. Welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network as we bring you NXT tonight on this terrific Tuesday. Looking forward to a packed show. Lots going on as we head towards deadline, but it's going to be a fun one here on the channel. So make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snack, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and we are ready to go with NXT tonight. 2 title matches plus so much more. Still got our qualifiers for deadline, which is coming up in a couple of weeks. We're getting so close to that as well. It's going to be a fun one here on the channel tonight, which we will call Survivor Series week, if you will, as we were here live all the way till Saturday. It's going to be a fun one. Like I said, get in that chat. I see it filling up already, but make sure you click all the buttons, like, share, subscribe. Click those little reactions. They help the algorithm, and we appreciate it a lot. But for the next couple hours, you will be strapped in with Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and Mr. Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and yes, tonight is North American night because both North American titles are on the line with Tony D taking on Sean Spears. I keep wanting to call him Ty Dillinger. And we've also got Fallon Henley taking on Tatum Paxley.
100%. Plus, Julia taking on Kalani is going to be an interesting one. Some other qualifiers. I mean, Axiom, Ethan Page, that's going to be a fun one as well, as we can see on the screen below us. Looking forward to both those matches. I believe that's the bulk of what's been announced prior to going into this. But as you said, Tony D, Sean Spears, Julia, Kalani, Fallon, and Tatum, which should be fun, should be interesting. A lot of people getting behind Tatum. Axiom, obviously, there's a little bit of a riff here between the tag champs as Nathan went out on his own. Now, Axiom, I mean, could Axiom sneak his way into this? I don't know. But they might have to go face off at the Iron Survivor.
Well, that's probably where they're going to start teasing this. If you're going to have, again, we've seen it teased. Granted, they're nowhere near like Xavier and Woods. They're nowhere near, or Woods and Kofi. They're nowhere near like the New Day right now. But they're very much still got that tension going. And I think it sets up more to where they'd both be in the match. And that's where that tension starts. But going over Ethan Page, former world champ, just lost the belt.
It would shock me. That would be for sure. But yeah, and again, we're gonna do the New Day celebration next Monday, which should be interesting, as things always go perfectly as planned at any type of celebration on a wrestling show. So should be interesting, but we will digress and wait for next week for that one. But yeah, a lot of intrigue. NXT's been cooking as of late. So we'll see what they have up their sleeve tonight. We'll quickly want to acknowledge Bradley. Thank you, Bradley, gifting 5 memberships. So if you were one of the people that received that gift, make sure you thank Bradley. We greatly appreciate that. We greatly appreciate the generosity and the love. So thank you so much, Bradley, for that. But we are about 10 minutes away from the start of the show. So maybe we'll just keep going and say our first matchup was just too damn good to hand you one, so I gave you a 5 GGs. KJ, see you later. So yeah, referring to the fact that I snuck one out on him. But no, we appreciate that, Bradley. Thank you so much. Kevin, welcome back. Eric, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Julia Kalani tonight should be interesting. Damien, what is everyone's thoughts on Ricochet versus Claudio and Darby versus Brody King and Shelton Benjamin versus Mark Briscoe Continental Classic matches? What are your thoughts?
I was going to say, well, without breaking down every single match and everything, and because we're limited on time, I'll say they're all going to be good matches.
They should be. And I mean, this is one of the things that might actually help Tony Khan. It did last year, where because there's no real angle or storyline attached to it, he can just put the athletes in the ring. I don't agree with some of this booking. Darby, Ricochet, Claudio, what happens there? I mean, that's going to be very interesting. Darby, we thought was heading towards Moxley. He recently fought Brody King, so fighting Brody King again is interesting. Shelton makes a lot of sense. Poor Mark's going to eat now, but it is what it is. It should be fun nonetheless, and we will be here live for all of it. Damien, welcome back. Welcome back. See Money, good to see ya. Trek's in the house. Hit that like button, share and subscribe. Please get our hosts, get our hosts some love. Yeah, get us some love. I'm in for it. If you can get us some love, we'll appreciate it. But definitely, we just hit 6K here on the channel. We're looking to climb and get to that 10K marker sooner than later. So we appreciate it, Trek. As always. Christopher Dan is in the house. Welcome. Bonkers back with us. GCW sources tell Fightful that Ricky Starks has been pulled from all of his upcoming planned GCW appearances by AEW. Oh. Are they planning to use them, or is this spiteful?
I think it's definitely spiteful. This is
spiteful.
Yeah, spiteful, fightful. Of course, that's a fitting name for them, respectfully. But there's still part of me that wants this to somehow be a work, and it's the greatest work. It's the greatest trick Tony Khan's ever pulled.
We thought
but this feels like this is just straight up. I'm keeping this man on ice. We said you could go there. We didn't say you could say that. And so now we're going to make sure you don't get a chance to say that again. It feels reminiscent to all the reports of the Lucha Bros trying to go to WWE allegedly, and then all of a sudden injury time gets added to Penix's contract, which they hadn't done a ton before, if at all.
If at all. Again, Tony's in this interesting spot because I think more and more people are going to want to make this transition, and we'll see how it was all fun and games when it was him collecting the toys, but now that there's two collectors out there, how will it play out? It'll be very interesting that people want to jump off, the Tony Khan arc, if you will, and to see what he'll do to keep him. It'll be interesting. What's up, Boston? How you doing? Trek, we gotcha. Jordan, welcome. Hope everyone's doing well. Bonkers, we got you already. MDB, the knee pad champ, is in the house. Welcome.
I love that one though. Tell me why I'm dressed like KJ right now.
Why? Good taste. Good choice.
Yeah, black hoodie. So unique. So Vogue. So hip.
We're going to war, bro. We're getting ready.
We need the camo hoodies.
Right? I'm going to make a run-in tonight on NXT. I got to have the black hoodie ready.
Yeah, facts. You're going to be like Willow the Pillow?
Oh, if I'm lucky.
Or Yuta. You can be just bigger Yuta.
What's up, Denisha? How you doing? There you go. Appreciate that love as well. Yes, we want to get to 7K, 8K, 9K, all the Ks. Let's go.
Right. Putting up Ks like Nolan.
Right. I would have said fucking Johnson, but hey, that's all right.
He blew up a bird.
All day, ready for NXT. What?
I just mentioned how Randy Johnson blew up a bird.
The best thing ever.
It's the most insane clip ever.
The bird killer.
You're right. Yeah, that's so. I don't know if we want to be associated with that, but anyways, hi Don. Sorry.
I'm okay with it. What's up, Don? How you doing? Capone, welcome back. North America. There we go. One love. But Stoner Jesus, may the blunt be with you. How you doing? Still bobbing my head to the intro. Yes, I do it all the time. Yeah, we've heard it well over 1,000 times, Nick, and I still bob to it. So bobs as well.
I know now all the times and everything. So all right, I can take a little puff here. I can take a little sip here. I know I got enough time before. Okay, back on.
All right, Richard, good to see you asking the same question about Starks. We'll get into that as the show goes on because that's very intriguing. But Randall, welcome back. 316 Free Ricky. Hashtag Free Ricky. Let's go.
Hashtag first time 316 hasn't commented about Rhea or Liv. Proud of you.
Sean Ellis, welcome back. I can't wait for Axiom until Axiom becomes a member of the main roster. It'd be very interesting. I almost support them staying as a tag team to join the main roster because Fraxium against MCMG or DIY could be fun.
Oh, absolutely. And again, two smaller guys, no cruiserweight division nor anything right now on the main roster. Might get kind of swallowed up a little bit.
Eric Bischoff will be on tonight's NXT. That can't be true. Is it true?
I haven't seen anything to follow up on this. I know Damien sent it to me earlier. I haven't followed up on it. So he's either the sneaky source or he's wildly inaccurate. We'll find out.
We'll find out. ABJ, welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you. Former champ in the house. Now another name that attacked Jade is Piper Niven. Interesting.
That's
one.
That's a stretch. You might have pulled your back out reaching for the top shelf with that one.
A little bit. I don't know if that fits, but who knows? Spaz.
Right.
I haven't read this yet, so hopefully it's okay. But thank you for the super chat. I'll be honest, I had a bit of a poop day today, and on my way home, I legit had a hey, I get to watch the boys tonight moment. So thanks for all you do. KJ Fabe and St. Nicholas at the holiday season. The bad days don't win. The bad days don't win, my friend. The fact that we can be a part of the good days is nothing but humbling to us, and we greatly appreciate it. And anybody out there having a rough day, rough time, remember, join us. The wrestling might suck. We never do. And we are the wrestling friends you can't get in your real life. So if we can shed some sunshine, we're going to certainly try.
Absolutely. Well, and still, it always goes back to bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
Love it. It's the best ever. Mike, how you doing? How you doing? Trek, MDB, got you. Roman's in the house. Richard, we got you. Ricky isn't even in the C2. So the Continental, him being pulled from GCW sounds like he said something they didn't like, so they're being petty. They could do it. They could do it. And
Pretty Ricky Starks got caught up in the petty, unfortunately.
Right. And even if they had plans for him booking wise, it's never stopped anyone else from working the indies. So to me, this is a gag order.
Oh, yeah. This is you sit your ass down and you shut the fuck up.
Shut up. Brandon, how you doing? Stoner, we got you. ABJ, we got you. Ken, welcome back. Paul, welcome back. Randy, welcome back. Anytime. I love it. We are 13-0. Who are?
Who?
Not the Bills.
Yeah, I'll admit that. Hey, we're still top of the league. You shut your mouth.
Well. You're doing well.
You shut your mouth. I'll go Conor Gregory. You shut your mouth.
And go. Go.
Yeah, you got Holland in fantasy. That's that 0.9. You better shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he was on the bench for all that 0.9.
Yeah.
Penta is free and clear next week. So the rumor is that Penta's contract officially expires. I wonder if they'll bring Penta in just because, and then Ray could join him whenever Ray can join him.
Yeah, and Penta can work really well as a singles guy. I think, honestly, and excuse me, WWE, stronger than NXT could do right now, honestly. And we've seen Penta go on a singles run more. So you slide him into that US title division, I think it works perfectly.
Yeah, I really, really wish they could get Alex Abrahantes out of that company, because Alex Abrahantes is an untapped source, and him alongside Ray Phoenix, even if you had him with like an Andrade or an Escobar, he's a talker, man. He's good.
Right.
Shout out to Clemens. There you go. What's up, Eric Tate? How you doing? Freddie Box back in the house with Jimmy Uso, black hoodie and black bandana around the face. Well, we didn't do the bandana part, but we definitely got
the beard around the face. We just covering the mouth part there. Yeah, he should have just done. You should have just popped up like the stream like that and just take the hood down. Right. I have then now. I paused it now.
Okay, hold it now. I got Red Bull Classic diving.
One in the Public Enemy. Hold it now.
Hold it now.
Anthony, what up? As we try and sync up. Yeah,
I got Ben.
Okay, I guess Mike was having issues with CW.
Now.
Okay. What the fuck did I just hit?
Forever.
I have the Orlando crowd shot. I don't know what I did. I swear to God, I hit play and it jumped.
Together.
Let me know when you have the overshot of Orlando, Florida.
Big W. Orlando.
There we go. Hands up. I'm not doing nothing else. Hands up.
We'll see. Good to see you, Mike. Tony Rings in the house. How you doing, sir? Welcome. Bully you into not typing the whole word. LOL. Wait, what? Mine is fine. There you go. Axiom greater than Dragon Lee. Well, I mean, is that not two things, like two peas of the same pot?
Yeah, that's splitting hairs a little bit. That's, that's a
Tails.
lot closer than you really want to think.
I heard the same thing. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Fair enough. Cherokee George backtrack. We got you free. Ricky, hashtag TK is petty. As I'm getting a replay of the number one contenders match that got us here.
Well, we've still got to see what the fallout is going to be from Chase U. Now is no longer. It has ceased to be. What's going to happen with Andre? What's going to happen with Thea? What's going to happen with Duke? All that.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't heard from. Well, Piper's been at Chelsea's side, right? Like she's been there. Like she's definitely been a part of the Chelsea story. So we'll see.
And she's in the U.S. title. I guess that's the only way. What was it? It was
took her out because she's part of the tournament, but
well, that's the thing. I think it was Dale that mentioned it. That would be the only way you could make that make sense. Is she took her out because she's part of the tournament and because we're getting the surprise replacement on SmackDown this week.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tied into War Games. If it's not tied into War Games, it's definitely going to be tied into this Bayley, Naomi, Bianca storyline. So it'd be very curious. I'm excited to find out who did it. J1, how you doing? What's up? What's up? Eric Bischoff to make an appearance on it. So there you go. According to Fightful. Spiteful Fightful. I'm trying to enhance your swag, Anthony. There you go. I'm going to be honest. The heel team needs to win the Women's War Games match. Why? Because Liv's on it? They're not going to.
We'll see on Thursday, but it's interesting because the babyface team got the advantage, and that's normally not the case. So normally when the babyface team gets the advantage, the heel wins. It's the vice versa.
Point. Big boys, Spaz. There you go. Right now, we're getting a replay of Ridge Holland becoming number one contender, folks. We appreciate you for being here. Be a friend, tell a friend. Let's see if we get this up to triple digits here tonight. I wonder when WWE will either stop hiring luchadors or finally give them a division where they can thrive. Rey Mysterio is the only outlier when it comes to success. Now, I mean, Penta's an interesting lucha because he's a bigger lucha, right? He's kind of like Andrade that way, right? Like he's not your typical lucha, but we did talk about the potential of bringing back the cruiserweight.
Yeah, but that's again, if we want them to bring it back, y'all got to get behind it when it happens and everything. As I'm getting Chase U.
Everybody in the building is on their feet. Chase U opening the show tonight.
As Ridge walks through, let me just stomp on this grave a little bit more. Dig that a little bit deeper. Right. Let's go. I love that.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Spaz. He knows you got love. Bad guys last forever. That they do. Jose, good to see you. Lady B says, Big Nick, there's only one reason that can keep the New Day together. They inducted him into the 2024 Hall of Fame. They can have a long meeting. Hashtag broken KJ.
Now I'm trying to figure out who we're talking about here.
The New Day's done. They were talking about the idea of keeping the New Day together if they put Big E into the Hall of Fame, if they announce like he will be one of the inductees. I don't see it happening. I really don't, especially after last week.
Oh no! I don't think that's not a thing. Like no, I'm trying to figure out. I feel like Lady B is talking about somebody that went into the Hall of Fame this past year could have kept the New Day together, but I still think that there's no way that they saved this. It's the best, one of the best things we saw on Raw, if not the best thing we saw on Raw. And I don't know who Lady B was talking about. Lady B, Thunderbolt Patterson. Thunderbolt, my favorite man.
Thunderbolt Patterson.
But yes,
Ridge with the mic drop. And again, Ridge, look, I know we've had mixed reviews on Ridge. Ridge getting a good amount of heat, looking good. Comes out, rises the crowd, mic drop, emphatic, good start.
I'm going to go on record and say this is the best Ridge Holland has been since he's been in WWE. Point blank, period. Not debatable. Don't argue with me.
No, you're right, for sure. Tony Khan is doing everything he said he wouldn't do in the beginning of AEW. He's now hindering wrestlers in the indie promotion. It's funny. When the WWE did it, they were hoarding. When Tony's doing it, it's his right as the boss. Like, yeah, it was the other company's right too. So pick your poison, folks. The hypocrisy is strong.
The hypocrisy is strong with this one. I went full Rob Schneider there. If the hip hop anonymous with that, yeah.
Main event tonight, by the way, is Fallon versus Paxley.
Ooh. As I got Ethan about to come out here, I don't. I guess I'll save my prediction for that. But especially if that's main event, I feel like we might see a title change.
Lonnie get the belt back? I don't think so.
Well, she's not in the match, so I don't know how that would happen. But
Tatum gets the belt right after Fallon just won it? No. Either way,
it's easier to sell of the babyface fighting against 3 heels. You could run it back at Deadline,
maybe,
or you have babyface that goes under 3 heels and she has to sell again of the come up and everything. Tatum got a good bit of momentum behind her. I know it might be an outlier, and I know it's hot potato with the belt, but I'm still going to take her.
That's fine. I mean, Fallon just got the belt. That belt's not leaving her shoulder anytime soon. So here comes Axiom, folks. Get your predictions in. Let me know who you're taking. But I just got a commercial for a Bob Ross Chia Pet. What? Wait, 1989 called. How you doing?
What? Yeah. What? How did that happen? What fucking flux capacitor do you got? As Frazier's coming out with Axiom and hyping him up, so I guess we're cool.
Yeah. Penta could use on SmackDown. That mid-card needs depth. I agree.
Yeah.
Penta and Ray, maybe. I mean that's go.
I was just gonna say, sorry, and he fits that style too. Of you got Nakamura over there, you got Andrade. We could get Penta versus Andrade weekly in WWE. Carmelo fits the division well.
Yeah.
Randy, what up?
Hashtag Abraham Huntez. Sean Gill is in the house. Don's in the house. We got you. Dale, the OG, of course. As we head towards the bottom. Remember, folks, we got the super chat, super stickers. We got so many comments. Ego for the win. Ethan for the win. God, Ethan. Nobody taking Axiom. I want Pax as champ finally. Finally. Barely there, bro.
Hey, but she's got a good bit of momentum in that finishing move. Mwah.
Let go of my leg.
Whoopsie. As we've still got the smoke clearing out from Axiom's entrance still.
Right.
In NXT on Ice, it's looking like.
Right. Thunderbolt.
I'm in commercial break. Are we pretty much simpatico?
Yeah, I'm in commercial break as we speak as well. Rich Holland's been my favorite on NXT. There you go, Paul. Paul liking it. I like it. Rich is doing well. Again, we got to be able as fans to let go of what we thought we knew. And as things change, we got to evolve, grow. Like a lot of people, well, like Nia Jax hurts people. Well, she's been doing good for a year now. Leave her alone.
And that's, I think, a huge thing that especially both of them now at this point have overcome. And I really didn't fully notice it until you started saying it. And I could see where you were going of like, that Ridge has overcome the whole "you hurt Big E" stigma and everything. He's gone past now the weird clunky retirement and then unretire and then all of this, the weirdness to where we thought he was all but out the door. And now he's arguably the top heel or one of the top heels on NXT. Yes, it's NXT versus the main roster, but it's still NXT. And to go from you're the guy that hurt Big E to top heel, I think is a huge jump and a huge accomplishment within all of a year?
Yeah. No, I mean, again, going back, some people view it as a demotion, but sometimes it's an opportunity to find yourself and get more of a spotlight than you would on the main roster. So again, I mean, it works for me. It took him a while with the fake retirement, but we got there.
Right. And yes, MDB, I did. I hit him with the Johnny Cage. Whoopsie. Okay. Where? Oh, you're trying to find you where you is in the chat.
Ethan Page built for WWE. He really is. I mean, he's shown it. He's great on the mic. He's strong. He might not be in NXT that long.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we both agree with it, but him losing the belt kind of seemed like he could have gotten called up right then. Like he slides into that mid-card division on either show on Monday or Friday.
Right? Yeah, I mean, again, he's a talented guy. And I think he's getting an opportunity to show that he's talented. He garners a lot of heat. I mean, again, he's solid across the board.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, and you slide him in with guys, even say like a Grace and Theory. You know, you have a trio of douches. Pause.
Right.
That works as a nice little kind of mini faction.
100%, 100%.
Ridge Holland has grown on me since he's taken out Chase U. Is that the most babyface thing he's done in NXT? Is he took out Chase U?
It's a big deal. I mean, finally they put him down.
Right.
Finally.
You had to emphasize the finally.
Finally.
As I've got both men out on the outside right now as we're back in action. Wrestling Proud, what up? Chris, I don't know if we got you. Ridge is NXT Drew McIntyre. That's not a bad shout at all.
Getting there. Yeah, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, he's a justified heel a bit. Axing with an armbar. Seeing if we miss anyone. Ken Rock, what up? RJ, I'm on CW and this Sugar Honey Iced Tea not airing. Well, we got you covered. We got you. We're the alternative commentary. Not only do you get in your life, you need in your life.
100%, folks. Make sure it's 60, 70% are taking Ethan Page right now. So heavy favorite in this one.
It makes the most sense of the guys coming off of being a former champ and everything like that. So to him be back in kind of a qualifying match and everything makes a bit more sense. I know we talked about the tension between Frazier and Axiom, but you're going against former world champ, like fresh world champ.
Yeah, and it's been an interesting tension. Like, it's not like they're arguing a whole lot, but it's like this competitive rivalry amongst the two of them.
Yeah, it's brotherly rivalry versus like I despise you rivalry.
Yeah, as they're showing all the tag teams in the back, kind of mixing words, seeing what's up here.
Well, because remember, kind of Ava throughout the Avengers Assemble, tag teams assemble, bat signal here. So maybe we get another Dusty Classic. We haven't heard anything announced, but
yeah, actually, that would be great. Actually, now that you mention it.
It feels missing. I feel like we normally would get one at least one a year, and we haven't had one in 2024.
Yeah, and actually, when we were talking about what the hell are they going to do with all these tag teams, a Dusty sounds good. Let's go.
Right?
Powerbomb. Miles
Jason.
Hi, there you go. That's what happens when you go to Bloodsport.
Right. I was laughing at Jason's comment saying, sub KJ Nick, speaking of whoopsie, tomorrow Ishii versus Go Away Jericho.
Whoopsie. Yeah, whoopsie. Not fun. I will be here live to bitch all about it.
But we will try and like the rest of AEW Dynamite, but just spoiler warning, that will not be enjoyable. That is a punishment upon
everyone out there. I will not enjoy that match. I promise you.
Yeah, that's like your annoying cousin that shows up for Thanksgiving dinner and everything. How many people's Thanksgiving dinners are about to look like Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston backstage on Raw last night?
Dude, I signed up for a colonoscopy over this match.
Oh, I don't want to think about that. Why you do that to me?
Fuck this match. Why are they doing this?
Right. Ooh, backbreaker.
Another backbreaker, just wearing them out.
Right. Sam Hunt. Axiom should win here, so Page in retaliation decides to go for the tag titles with his old partner Alexander.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, we know Alexander's doing a goodbye tour right now, but yeah, them partnered together, unstoppable in NXT.
Yeah, I don't. In NXT, Josh goes for a world title. Them as a tag title, who fucking beats them? I would see. If you're going to put Josh and Ethan together, that's main roster. I think Josh might even jump straight to main roster, period. Like Jordan, do you think Jordan goes main roster or starts in NXT?
Again, she's an interesting one because she's had a couple moments on the main roster. but I could still see her doing a stint in NXT just to kind of establish her a little more. Maybe, it doesn't hurt to be NXT champion for a couple months before moving up. Again, Jordan, there's exceptions to the rule. I think Penta should be an exception to that rule. But, again, it depends on what they see and what they want to do. I don't like them bringing people in and doing nothing, which we've seen a lot of in other places.
Right. Two count. Kevin, what up? Damien saying TK just announced a special time, 4 p.m. for Saturday to avoid going against Survivor Series. Can anyone, fact checkers, confirm or deny this?
I'm going to look that up just to see. But
you do that.
We will not be here for it, folks.
No. Well, I mean, it's a smart play, honestly. Like, I know it's the bow out way and everything, but at this point, we've talked about it. It's the best play for TK to big ass Spanish fly for a 2 count.
There you go.
Super Spanish fly, but no, we can't say Tony stay in your lane and then chastise him and poke fun at him when he stays in his lane.
It's one thing to stay in your lane. It's another thing to get steamrolled by a 18-wheeler out of your lane. Saturday nights is their lane. They're getting outright.
Bro, Survivor Series is shoving everybody out of the lane. That's a snow plow.
You're the competition, Nick.
Yeah. Fuck. Just stop saying. Well, that's a doomsday machine just rolling down Main Street. That's taking everybody out the way is Survivor Series.
Yeah. And again, I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek with it, but again, when you run your mouth about, WWE can't do anything about this, and Collision's going to be better than Survivor Series. See you at 4:00.
Yeah, no, you won't. But backbreaker on the top rope to Axiom as we go to commercial break, and again, selling it with Axiom's got all the K2 tape on his lower back and everything.
Right. And we'll actually be live for the second half of Collision on Saturday. It runs 4 to 6 p.m. We go live at 5 for Survivor Series.
You don't want to do an hour early?
I'll think about it.
No, don't. I shouldn't have said that. Strike that from the record. Strike that. Reverse it.
All right. What was the...
I don't know. What is the what?
I was just trying to... There was a comment I thought we might have missed, but it's all good. We are on commercial break, folks. Roll through. I see 80+ with us in the chat. Make sure you be a friend, tell a friend, as we do this for all your favorite shows. And we will be here live at 5 p.m. on Saturday for Survivor Series. Maybe at 4. Who knows?
No, we won't.
We'll talk.
You can be here at 4. We won't. We won't be. Now you watch. I'm going to be the one that's messaged you on Friday. So,
yeah. You sure? You want to do it?
Are you sure? Did you guys coordinate your color shirts to match the NXT colors, or did that happen by coincidence? My guy.
Well, I've been doing that for 2 years, bro.
Really? I was going to say, I was about to say, is this like the dating game right now? Did I just get the question wrong? Like, did you flip over the whiteboard of like, does your partner coordinate their outfits? And you're like, yes. And I was like, no, never. I never noticed.
I got the blue hat for SmackDown. I got the red shirt for Raw. Yeah.
The only one I stick to is the blue hoodie for SmackDown because that is the same thing that I wore the first time I was on here, which was the SmackDown. So that's more like the jersey. But yeah, no, that was to me completely accidental. Apparently, I'm not fetch like KJ. KJ's been out here styling and profiling this whole time.
Dude, I mean, the coordination matters. If y'all haven't paid attention yet, we try and make things look.
I should have figured the guy that's in charge of all the images and everything is very much in the theming.
Also, why I put the silver in the beard just for NXT. Anyway, moving on.
Right.
The only thing that changed is I'm wearing a hoodie.
Right? I don't get this of why would you act like you're brand new in front of me, Nick? Sorry, what? Apparently my partner to my left is the one that's all out here brand new and everything. He's been coordinating and swagging out in every outfit here. I don't know what's going on.
You know me. What's up, Tara World? Like I picture calling KJ calling Nick and saying, "Bro, I'll wear black, you wear gray." Now that part is coincidence. We don't know what each other are doing.
Is it one of those on Tuesdays we wear gray instead of on Wednesdays we wear pink?
Right. Well, what do I usually wear? I wear
On Fridays we wear blue.
Yeah. I wear my I don't know why, because AEW always has like all in, all out, fucking like the casino battle royale. So I wear that blue fucking poker t-shirt I have. Fuck it.
And I find this funny because I'm like the prop dude. Like I have the scarf right by me. I've worn the neck brace. I've had the MJF shirt and everything. Never coordinated really like that. I wear red and my face looks like a tomato.
Right. Survivor Series has always been one of my favorite pay-per-views. Likewise, Ken Rock. When I was growing up, like the old school 90s, early 90s, Survivor Series was amazing. I loved it.
Right. Oh. Sit out DDT. Two go. That's a hell of a way to come back to the action.
Yeah. Hey, that's 100% like, okay, we're coming back. Whee!
Right. This is going to be the last comment on our outfits, and then we'll move on about it. The best was Nick wearing a blood-soaked shirt for Bad Blood. That was some commitment.
Even if you bailed on it. It was great commitment. Great commitment. You wore the blood one last night for Bloodsport.
Yeah. Well, it's got blood in the name.
It's not real blood, folks. I hope.
You never know. Ken Rock, what up? This match is cooking. Well, and again, it's Axiom, who's been, I believe he was a North American champion, is now a current tag champion going against a former world champion. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They gave this match time. I agree, man. I mean, it's been solid.
Right. Real blood, Crimea River. Did you see everybody doing the real glass Crimea River with the jade thing?
Absolutely. Big backbreaker. Those, good match. Giving it time.
Right. Trek, you guys are helping me cheer up. We lost one of our bulldogs yesterday from old age. She was a good pup, and I'm glad we made her life better. Well, T's and P's, my guy. Aw. See, I don't have the cool graphics.
I've always wanted a bulldog, so that's adorable.
Aw.
It's a big old fat bulldog that snores when it walks.
I was always a French bulldog guy. Then again, I've become a cat guy.
What's up, Mega? How you doing? This match is cooking. It's been a great match.
Right.
Crowds on their feet.
1, 2, 3.
You got the win on the clothesline. Wow. Paige won with a clothesline.
I mean, JBL did it for how many years?
And what's that? Yeah, well, JBL. I mean, that's a clothesline from hell, my God.
Fair enough. That is like the difference between a spear and a Goldberg spear. Corey, what up? I acknowledge the knee pad chief. So we found MDB's, Jacob Fatu. I love you, MDB. Want to know? Fire want to know. Great match. Absolutely. Paul saying the dog in my picture right now is an American bully. They are the best.
There's one spot left in the Iron Survivor. Ethan Page taking the 5th spot alongside Frazier, Wes Lee, and Javon Evans.
That's a very babyface promo from Ethan Page against one hell of a champion. That caught me off guard.
Sell down. Frazier stepping in.
But was that not babyface from Page? Even granted, he told the interviewer you can leave, but when he's putting over Axiom, I'm like, oh, yeah. Or maybe he's doing it to sow the seeds of doubt.
Oh.
The Iron Survivor is going to be bouncy.
It's going to be bouncy, that's for sure.
Right? Get the guys to 100 likes, please. Almost there. What are we at right now, actually?
This is good. Uh-oh.
Right? Oh, tension.
Amigo.
Oh, here comes Wesley. Oh, Wesley with the new cut. Man got a shape up. Cut the locks and everything. He's out here looking.
A new look from Wesley.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about it. I was like, I almost don't recognize you, my guy. He looks like if Bowens and Caster had a child.
Right? Oh, so if you win the Iron Survivor, you get your title shot at New Year's Evil.
Fair enough. I mean, makes sense.
Javon in the house.
He might be an outside, like, sneaky pick to win this because they've really gotten behind him for a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of backed it up. I mean, he's had his flub like with RKO and everything like that.
Oh, wait a minute. OTM.
Sans Jada.
Which makes them incrementally less interesting.
Right. They're just the mud now. They're not out of it. They're just the mud.
Oh, here's all the tag teams again.
Oh, they're chasing down Axiom and Frazier.
Oh, wait, they're going to fight with each other. It looks like a reverse battle royal.
Oh, fight over everybody. Axiom on everybody.
Hey!
So we've got all hell breaks loose with all the tag teams now. And again, I like this because they addressed tag teams and other title holders being involved in another match. And now the tag titles are kind of held up a little bit, like with the Continental Classic to an extent.
Well, what I kind of feel like they've done is they kind of like put the foot down on the gas pedal of the tag team. It went from like invisible outside of Axiom and Frazier having good matches with one-offs to like, oh, by the way, every episode we're going to have our entire division on the show.
Could it be leading to something as we got the women's locker room backstage right now?
I hope it's leading to the Dusty. The Dusty makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Oh, Ren Sinclair, shut up.
She looks like a Pixar princess. Like every time that Pixar or Disney does a animated princess movie, there's someone in there that looks like Ren Sinclair.
Yeah, she looks like the fucking prom coordinator, or the fucking like the head of fucking the head of like the student body government. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Right. Shut your Lisa Simpson ass up.
Yeah. As I don't know who she sat down next to.
If I could have rewound, I'd tell you, but we're getting Lola Vice versus Ren Sinclair up next. Of how fitting that they showed the segment of them having any bit of an issue right before they had the match. I mean, I'll give them credit at least for that, but yeah.
Cats and dogs are living together. Stephanie Victoria, yes, Lord. Ren Sinclair, baby. There you go, a Ren fan. A rare
MDB said what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it. She's got more chins than
Chinny chin chin. Ren versus Lola should be fun. Hey, Ren's shown that she can go. That was Light Bright. Oh shit. Was that Light Bright without makeup? What happened there?
Oh god. But yeah, no, Maddie Renkowski, Ren Sinclair is actually really good, and like especially like her on the independent scene and everything. There's clearly a reason that got her there. They just right now, again, the NXT women's division is by far the deepest women's division in pro wrestling. and is arguably deeper than a lot of other just men's divisions, other divisions just overall in wrestling right now.
Well, and again, it's one thing to be deep. We talk about it. I mean, I like to think that AEW has an amazingly deep roster, a very deep women's roster, very underutilized. So it's one thing to have that depth, but you got to utilize it. And I feel like NXT is doing it better than anybody right now of highlighting and utilizing their women.
Oh, absolutely. Well, what was it? It was either an NXT or at least one of their pay-per-views or premium live events recently that was pretty much all women's matches outside of maybe one men's match.
Yeah, I think it was Halloween Havoc, to be honest.
Yes, absolutely. Actually,
Ren is okay. I love Ren. So again, some Ren support. I'm not the biggest fan of Ren. She, again, just like she's like the community organizer of like, we have a fundraiser, go away.
Help save the whales. Help save the whales.
Do you know how much plastic is in the ocean? Not at the moment.
Like I said, shut your Lisa Simpson ass up.
But ladies and gentlemen, we are on commercial break. Remember, we are back tomorrow for Dynamite, Thursday for our Survivor Series preview, Friday for SmackDown Rampage, Saturday, 5 p.m. We go live for Survivor Series. Going to be a fun night here on the channel. Saturdays always cook, so we're looking forward to that one, and keep it coming. Again, just hit another milestone, looking for more, and happy to watch this channel continue to grow. So we appreciate everyone out there, but Chris wants Ren versus Harley Graham.
Oh, God. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Moving along, I was just going to say, is Survivor Series, it'll still be within 2024. Is it going to be in contention for pay-per-view premium live event of the year? Like, I think this has the potential to compete with WrestleMania.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, I know we've been critical of how we got to the women's war game match, but it's going to be fun. We're going to get big moments. What will the other matches between the two war games bring? We'll see. Starting to build up nicely, but the men's war game could be epic. We have no idea. What side is Paul really on? What's Punk going to look like in there? Is everybody going to keep their shit together? People think that Sammy could turn. People think that Jacob could turn. Nobody could turn. More people could show up. Who the fuck knows? I mean, that's the fun part of this one, is I have no idea. We don't even know what's, as much as there's been a shitty build to the women's, a lot could go on in the women's.
Well, and I'm waiting to see what Io jumps off of, or how high she jumps off of. Does she throw a trash bin on her this time again or not? But the build up for the men's Survivor Series to me is the culmination of everything post WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That is the next midpoint, what have you, of this bloodline storyline. This ties in everything from when Roman lost and now Solo took over and this and that, to now we've had the full dissension before. Like, this is pulling all the threads back together. This is phase 2, 3, what have you, of the bloodline storyline, and we're getting another Avengers movie here. This is a bloodline civil war.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And again, this has been epic. And I know some people out there, this has been going, when are they going to stop doing this bloodline thing? When it stops being over as fuck and selling tickets and selling merch out the ass, that's when.
When it stops being good, and unfortunately, that don't seem to be happening anytime soon.
They keep finding another plateau, another level to jump onto and pull themselves up. They might have lulls, but the peaks are way higher than the valleys.
Layers. It has layers.
There you go. So we got one spot open for the Iron Survivor.
Ken Rock saying NXT, the best thing on TV on Tuesdays. Fair enough. I'm trying to figure what else would be on TV on Tuesdays. Not a whole lot.
So is there another Iron Survivor qualifier for the men, or is the fifth guy just whoa?
Yo.
Sorry.
Well, we went from Ren Sinclair to Ren Fair with Nikita Lyons out here looking like Maiden and everything like this. I tried to pull it in there. I tried to make a joke.
Doing his thing.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing the Ashante Adonis, trying to shoehorn my way in there.
So now Nikita flirting with Adonis. And the bad acting continues. Carmen, who we just saw in Bloodsport. So we're setting up Carmen and Nikita over Adonis. Adonis on a pole match.
Honestly, like, have I been missing the commentary or something here of like when did they become an actual thing of Carmen and Ashante? I know I know he's handed her the rose and everything.
They teamed up.
So
all smitten, and then as she was smitten, Nikita said, "Yo, you didn't answer my text," and then she was mad for him being a player. Yeah, stupid shit.
I don't want to be. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
Right. Jack Perry on. We need to get Jack Perry over here to help us out with his 90210 bullshit.
Yeah, but I don't like that for Carmen versus Nikita just because Carmen's gonna really kind of, I think, expose Nikita a little bit. We saw Carmen in GCW. Nikita has lost a gear. It has not been super great since she's came back and everything. And I think Carmen's just gonna outperform her on that. Like, you're gonna see. I worry that Nikita's gonna end up in this kind of Chris Jericho phase of you see wrestlers that more have to wrestle to her than her stay with wrestlers that like a Carmen, a Lola, etc.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, Nikita fresh off injury. You're right. We haven't seen much from her, so I don't know. Carmen, we've seen but 2-3 matches from her. I mean, she did well at Bloodsport. That doesn't exactly change my perception of where she's at. I don't think by any stretch that Carmen's way up here and Nikita's way down here. I mean, based on one Bloodsport match.
Well, I'm not saying just on that. I'm saying what I've seen of Nikita on NXT right now. She's not super crisp. She's not super clean or anything like that. Like, it's much more of you need to be in NXT, I think, for a little bit longer than everybody thought of. I don't know if she needs to adjust her style or something. I don't think she's as much of a fit or anything as much as she was before, outside of she's just thick. That's it. That's all she's got, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I just don't think anything's changed. I mean, she was barely into her career when she got hurt. I think she's barely into her career now. I think she's got a lot of work to do, but there's no I don't see any difference.
She was getting signed from WoW, though. That's the thing. It's like she was already an established name outside of WWE to an extent. If she was wrestling for WoW and everything, or for Glow or whatever the fuck it was at that point.
Yeah, I don't think she's any worse off or better off than she used to be. I just think time. I think she's had 3 matches since injury. As folks, get your predictions in on this one.
Spaz with another $5 super chat of saying, in War Games, Tiff cashes in on Liv, goes to Raw, renews her rivalry with a returning Becky Lynch when Raw debuts on Netflix. No, you get swallowed alive with that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's all leading to the Princess versus the Queen upon the return of Charlotte Flair.
That, I think, might be the ultimate end game, but I think how we're going to get there is we're going to get Nia versus Tiffany. And do they keep Tiffany heel, I guess, then, if you think we're going to get Charlotte versus Tiffany? Or do they pivot? I think they're going to pivot Tiffany to a babyface.
Yeah, if she's going to hijack that title, she's going babyface.
Yeah.
That's what I think they've been trying to do by bringing in Candice and Nia picking on her. They're doing what Sasha's trying to do with Camille, but better and with more time. Like patience and actual angling.
Right. Headlock takeover. Matt out here running the technical gambit out here of, got the burgundy attire, much like Daniel Bryan.
Well, Charles Dempsey at ringside matching.
He looks like some Harvard fucking water polo fucking asshole.
Thank you, Shawn Michaels. That's funny. What are they chanting?
No, ring wench. Do not mess with Kill Bill Carmen, a.k.a. Blonde Street Snake. What?
Gotta watch out. Kill Bill Carmen.
Right.
Oh, Ren's in trouble. Oh, no, she's not. Big clothesline.
This to me is interesting to predict because, like, they've kind of pushed Lola and then they kind of don't a little bit.
Lola's definitely taken a dip. Like, not what she was when she won the breakout.
Yeah, I feel like that so far has been a bit of like the pinnacle of her NXT run as she won the breakout.
Yeah, really. Because it never amounted to anything, right?
But she's still been a solid, like she's still a solid, depth to the roster. And she's someone that's managed to establish at this point still you can throw her in at any point and she feels like a legit threat.
Ooh. Yeah. Big drop kick by Ren. Dempsey trying to get Ren to stomp on the hand, but she wouldn't do it. So Dempsey wants to see her be a little more heelish. She's not into it.
Well, it's in his DNA. Spinning back elbow. 1, 2, 3.
How'd you get ahead?
I swear to God, I didn't do nothing.
There you go. Lola picking up the win on the spinning back fist. 75% of you are correct.
There. Dot.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'm getting a replay of the drop kick. Lola is now like Lions. I'd put Lola over Lions.
I mean, again, not that far ahead of her, but it definitely ahead of her. Definitely has more moments, been more utilized. But again, I mean, Nikita's coming off 2 major injuries, and she's literally been in the ring, I think, 3 times since her injury. So it's early. I think she needs work, even just talking on camera. But I mean, I think that's where she was when she left. I didn't feel like she was ever at the higher end of the card by any stretch. So
they had her facing Zoe Stark for the NXT Women's Championship and everything. She was at one point like the top of the card and everything.
Yeah, I don't think she was ever a top superstar in NXT, bro. I don't think she was ever top in the division.
You can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. To me, it's more of she's injured her knees twice and everything, and already doesn't look great with the super kung fu style, and still just tries to do the kung fu style. It's more, thiconomics and everything, I guess, or something like that. Of she's more just if she didn't have as much of a posterior as she did, I don't think that she'd be as prominent as she is. I'll put it that way.
Well, again, I think at the end of the day, she's kind of where she was. I mean, it's kind of happened. I mean, it'll be interesting if she can recover, or will she just be another Tegan Knox?
Fair enough. And I don't want to speak ill of Tegan Knox, so I'll say I'll move along politely.
Mm-hmm. When did she fight for the Zoe for the NXT title?
Yeah, that was her big feud and everything like that. It was her and Zoe was pretty much the division before she went out, because they both traded knee injuries for a bit and everything, remember?
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. But
because remember, Zoe at one point was the NXT champion, and then she went away because of a knee injury, and then I think that's when we got into like the Cora Jades and the Roxanne Perez's and everything, because also Nikita kept coming down with the CL, ACL, MCL, BCL, whatever the fuck CL's injuries and everything. So
yeah.
Sean Spears and that little patch of hair be killing me. The little spike, the little mohawk, the Zangief. I thought Tony actually looked like a badass. I didn't know he had the Italian American Club tattoo and everything.
Yeah, and just to be clear, I do not remember Zoe Starks ever winning the NXT title. I don't think that was ever a thing, but I'll let you have that. I think she won a tag title once upon a time, but I don't think it. But I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. The show rolls on,
and the beat goes on. But I'm in commercial break right now. I'm getting a nice, lovely advertisement for Domino's and not making my fat ass hungry at all. But yeah, so fact checkers out there, unless I'm going to do the Google machine myself. Am I out of turn? Like, am I misremembering? Am I having a Bernstein Bears versus a Bernstein Bears type of moment? Am I in a Mandela effect? But I feel like at one point Zoe Starks was an NXT Women's Champion. Zoe had tag titles with EO. I remember that. Fair enough. With EO, interessante. Randy Pasnick, what? Nikita and Zoe were tag partners, I believe, and Zoe had the tag team title with Io Sky fighting for Nikita. So, okay, so I mean, if I was wrong, I was wrong, but I felt like that at least was a prominent feud on NXT. I'll digress on that, I guess. What exactly is Big E's role in WWE now? Because I know he's still employed. I'm hoping that he's still going to be able to be an active competitor and everything like that. That he's going to be able to still end up wrestling in the ring and everything. If not, at least he's definitely an ambassador. I mean, Christ, he's been out there on College Game Day and everything. Of he's showing up here, he's showing up there. Of the man's got a personality that's infectious. But I will say this, and I will, I guess, call my shot when it comes to next week's Monday Night Raw. Of if Big E can at least take a bump, any sort of bump, a back bump, then what have you. And that might even be a little bit of judging of where he's at when it comes to being back in ring. But I think 100% he is ending up taking a bump, whether intentional or accidental, from Xavier Woods, and that really solidifies, starts off him as Woods as the whole heel to this New Day breakup. Because again, we don't know. Don't say bump too many times. Tony Khan might randomly appear. Oh no, I would guess they got to say Chris Jericho to counter it, but yeah, I don't know, and I don't want to try and guesstimate as to when Big E could, should, if might be back, what have you. So if we're going straight forward with Woods versus Kofi, Woods has to be the heel, Kofi's the baby face, and I think a moment like that is big enough that would fully tear everything asunder with this, because these are three guys that have said for the longest time that if they could, they will always stay together. They will never have a breakup moment and everything. But I think that we're getting close to this line of tension and split. CJ Brand, shout out my guy. Speaking of, if Big E comes back, I will pop. Well, I'm speaking of coming back, my guy. Pause. Yeah, no Diddy. But I believe he's at least advertised to be there for the celebration if he's able to have a match at all. Again, and I don't want to even speculate that he's that far away, but the crowd will lose their mind as I've got Fatal Influencer, Jane and Nix out here messing with Tatum with her dollhouse. This is why you never mess with the spooky goth chick, folks. A hand grabbed. Oh, I'm calling something now. That was Gigi. That was Gigi, because she grabs, of course, the little Barbie doll, the house doll and everything with the red hair, and obviously the tie with Gigi and JC. So we could see a Gigi. She showed up, I think, recently at one of the live events that they still do and everything. So yeah. It's crazy. So my NXT doesn't start till 8 p.m. So in 10 minutes, CJ, what the time are you on, my guy? You're still on that. Oh, what's his name there? Oh, you know what I'm talking about. I could just wiggle like that, and you know who I'm talking about. I can't remember his name, but he got released. Yeah, but Sean Spears out here with the skin Red Hood mask and everything. So, folks, let me know who you got for the NXT Men's North American title, whether you got Tony D'Angelo, whether you're going with the good Paisan, or whether you're taking Sean Spears here. Gigi Dolan return at a live event like last week. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, yes, the Super Diva. Yes, my guy. 100%. That is absolutely your doppelganger, my guy. Why can't I remember? Red Hood, Jason Todd, Batman. I'm a nerd. She's a nerd. We're all nerds. Hey, but yeah, no, that's what I kind of felt like it looked a little bit more like of Jason Todd, the former Batman that gets killed by the Joker and then turns into Red Hood. Yeah, I'm a nerd. My nerd is showing. The dawn. Oh, yeah. Wow. The dawn will prevail. Adriana Rizzo looking fine. She's always looking nice, my guy. You never insult an Italian woman. Tony's entrance is bang. He's finding it. I don't know how to fully define what it is because I mean, man's got the straps down, got the side holsters, like he might got the piece on him, but he's finding even more of it. And I think now that he's got a title and it solidifies him a little more. Yeah, I like this because Tony was out there floating of he might have, never really, reached his peak here, but I think they're pulling it together a bit. As I see in all the Tony DeVito's in the chat here. Sean Spears looking like a 2K character. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What was it? Like 2K20 when you have the dude with BCW and all of that. I'm showing my nerd again. But yeah. Hey, all the paisans, all the Tony DeVito's in the chat. But yes. Like I said, man's got the Italian American club tattoo on him. But I'm taking Tony to retain, and that's not a bias. But let me know if you haven't already, folks, as we've got the intros, we've got the, the spotlights, going on right now for Tony D versus Sean Spears, and instantly Tony just throwing hands. Does Brooks Jensen get involved and potentially cost Tony? Do we end up seeing anybody else kind of join Spears's little faction, cult, what have you? Oh, Tony already selling like he's got the knee issue. Yeah, I forgot that they aimed at Tony's knee and everything because they had Tony hit the little Superman punch and everything, and then he comes up limping and gimping, selling at the knee here. Tony's straight out of looking like in WCW, ECW, FBI right now. Mike Rome's hair has a life of its own. Yeah, he does. It looks like if you say Beetlejuice, it can come to life. Big Nick, that storyline proved two things. Joker loves crowbars, and people love to use auto dialers to kill, not Dick Grayson. Yeah, that's as we go to commercial break. Yeah, that's a whole nerdy. Yeah, I could go into a whole bunch of other conversations on that, but I digress. So we're here talking wrestling. That's when you need to become a member. You do those super chats, all of that, 100%. And we'll talk all the nerdy sugar honey iced tea. But Steven Smith saying Tony D for the win. Dale, who's Tony? His name's he doesn't even have a name. His name is just the emoji, the pinch emoji. When will you guys be doing an anniversary show on not exactly sure how long you've been doing this channel? Turn congratulations on 6K. Absolutely. I appreciate it. Well, speaking of anniversary, I think a certain somebody, my significant other, is showing up for our anniversary right now.
Our anniversary is not till March. We'll be 3 years old in March. So we're still just a puppy.
Well, I'm just a toddler. And make sure you have your light fixtures, your outlets covered, your baby gates up and everything.
Right. Baby-proof the house. Nick is walking around.
How long do you think Lance will be out of action until he debuts in NXT? I don't think about how long Hikaleo's been signed. Do you think any of those guys that are signed to NXT that have Anawahi in their name actually show up in NXT?
Yeah, maybe Solo did.
Yeah, but I think with everything that's going on, like, wouldn't it be a little weird of like, wait, you're in Anawahi and you're not there? Like, that's more of like, you're dog shit if you ain't there a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, Solo started off in NXT, even though the bloodline was still in full swing at the time, and then jumped into it. So I mean, there's a chance that Lance or Hikuleo end up there first. Hikuleo being a little bit older, a little more prominent. Maybe Lance, I could see. I mean, we've seen him at the Performance Center. It'd be interesting how they handle it.
Right. Wait, I don't know. Don's going out of Craig, I guess. Who just got released from WWE? No one, to my knowledge. Did you see anything on your pausification to where there was releases?
Not that I know of.
Fair enough. Yes, Trek. Yeah, that is still crazy to me. Sorry, we had a nerd conversation while you were away. I apologize, but I'll pull this name up just to pull up nostalgia and let you see that.
That's it, Mr. Brand, Quincy Jones himself in the house. But good to see you, Mr. Brand, and welcome back.
Right,
still alive. That's good news. Thinking of
I was saying we were talking about doppelgangers, and I remembered the super diva and everything.
Quincy Elliott.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. I thought you said Quincy Jones, and I was like, yeah, T's and P's.
Nick's pregnant. How did you get pregnant?
It's all that fast food. I don't know. I got a food baby. I don't know. Ken Rock saying 3 years. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, well, Ken Rock, I believe, was the one asking about our anniversary right before you popped up. So yeah.
It's like a week before. Like we'll have a celebration for it, folks. And again, we love all these milestones. The fact that we hit 6K was pretty cool. We're still young. Our theory is the people that don't watch us just haven't seen us yet.
Yeah. I am pregnant with emotion. What the fuck? How does that even work? Oh, yes. Did you see this? As I've got Tony setting up for Superplex. As Notes Malone beside himself on the outside. But so
Gigi?
She's came back on a live event recently, but you had Tatum back there playing house. Whoa! The cops are getting called.
This is better than fucking the AEW jobbers waiting in the parking lot for Moxley.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is this? Spitting chicklets right now? Getting Biz out there getting jumped by 7 guys.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's fitting that this is in Florida because somehow the police still don't know how to handle this many people throwing a fucking fight at the same time.
Right. Funny guy. Dominic is number 1 in ESPN 30 under 30. Yes, he is. He bumped MJF out of number 1.
It fits. Honestly, it checks out.
Nick, it's 2024. Anything's possible. Power bottoms can get pregnant too, folks.
What the? How did this fucking turn around on me somehow?
I don't even know.
I was out here trying to talk about Gigi Dolan and how Tatum Paxton was out there playing house with the dolls, and then JC Jane and Jasmine Nink showed up, and we're giving her grief and gave her a guff, and then Tatum left in a huff, and then we saw a hand grab a ginger-haired doll, and we're all assuming it's Gigi Dolan, but all of a sudden everybody's just, I'm apparently, pregnancy.
Are you going to wear the Burberry to the baby shower?
Motherfucker, that baby's going to get wrapped in a Burberry cloth. What is you talking about?
I didn't even want to ask. I thought you were going to yell.
Are we going to have a gender reveal on the stream now at this point?
Good. Let's go.
You fuckers want to go with it. Yeah, you didn't anticipate I was going to go with the joke too, huh?
Tag team is still fighting. Yeah, the tag teams have been fighting for 3 weeks.
Well, even tonight, I think they've been fighting for at least about an hour now. Eventually, you get tired.
All right. Yes, let's go. It's a girl.
It's a lucha.
It's a lucha.
It's a mark. Who would have thought?
Mustard.
I'm just thinking of Ha, ha, ha. Yes, boy.
Side shimmy.
All right.
Good match going on between Spears and Tony D.
Well, and I forgot too that Tony D, they worked over his knee last week and everything. So he's been selling it a good bit. Like he started off the match, he goes, hit Superman punch, everything, but then comes up limping and gimping and everything, selling the knee.
All right. Thank you so much, Ken Rock. It works for me.
I'm just happy that the man has a Willis picture. Yo, I missed the fucking finish. What? Oh, here comes Nost Malone.
Oh, no taking a punch.
I got to use David Lucas's joke on Nost Malone like he did on Post Malone of you look like a homeless alligator hunter.
Oh my God, who is this?
Whoa!
That's the driver.
Nico. After half a split second, thought it was Jensen.
No, he's doing nothing. Nico Vance in the building, folks. We saw him teased as the driver for Sean Spears last week. So we're not done with Tony D yet. Nico!
The Zangief out there, though, again, still with the fucking the mohawk and just all the tattoos. I feel like that was supposed to be Miro, but we couldn't get Miro.
Right? He's not wearing a hoodie. What? Yeah. There's no point in hiding your identity when nobody knows who you are. Holy shit!
Oh, just tossed only on top of the car, and someone's through a window. No one's getting their rental fucking feedback on this rental car right now.
So what is going to give? What are they going to announce? And Gallus is here, laying waste.
Oh, through the windshield.
Oh, insert real glass jokes.
Yeah.
Stone out here, Stevie out here.
Again, you would think Florida police, out of all the states in the U.S., would have the most efficient police force to handle mass riots like this.
Right? They're busy. They're busy, man.
They got other going on. There's someone out there. Well, we still allegedly had the rumor that Bischoff's showing up tonight. So are we getting? Yeah. I was expecting him to show up like go all full Matt Hardy on the fucking the droid and everything like that, or the fucking thing, and sit there of, all right, everybody, knock it off. If I am the voice of Eric Bischoff, you all fall in line. If we were going to have a tournament now,
right? An absolute melee 444. As we go to commercial break, the tag team division is chaos. Tony D defends his title. I thought they've kind of revamped or remixed his entrance a little bit. It feels more legit. I like the music. Maybe it's been like that for a couple of weeks, but it's the first time I really caught it. And the introduction of Nico Vance.
Yeah, interessante. And I catch it of half the time. It's even like with our theme of, I think somebody at one point asked if we did a new theme, and I got so used to hearing that I don't notice if it's different or not. But yeah, of going a bit more, Sopranos versus Olive Garden, I feel, when it comes to the theme.
Right? Yeah, a little more legit, a little more intense, a little more, like you said, and getting away from just kind of being, oh, it's Italian. Hey.
Yeah.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Right.
Still no Oba Femi. That's true. Oba's been absent.
Yeah, I'm going to go find him, and I'm going to bada into my bing.
There you go, folks. Nick taking a pause for the cause. Going to go check that pregnancy test as we are rolling on into a pause with the show as well. I will remind everybody I got a backstage finger, folks. You think about it. But we are back tomorrow for Dynamite. We're here for Survivor Series on Saturday and everything in between. We got more coming your way. Deadlines coming up. World's End will be here for. Turning Point on Friday will be here for. So much going on the channel. And again, we continue to hit milestones. We got lots going on. And again, we will be turning 3 years old as a channel in March. So there you go. Got him. Yeah, apparently he flipped me the bird. Apparently Oba hasn't been backstage since Halloween Havoc. Yeah, and I mean, again, it's twofold. Is it the fact that Oba is taking a bit of a pause for the cause, taking a break? Just kind of, again, if you keep steamrolling ahead, how do you keep them interesting? Or is there other plans, in the works for Oba? Is Oba about to move to the main roster? Is Oba about to move up the card? Does he go after Trick Williams if Trick Williams can beat Ridge Holland? What is next for Oba? We do not know. Chaos might continue. Yeah, Richard, thank you. MTB chuckling. If KJ and Nick were a luchador in wrestling, what would you? You're going to have to ask Spaz, Damien. Spaz gives us our nicknames. Right. Bischoff should come out of the car. You'd be like, hey. Yeah, right. What do you think about being back WWE NXT Women's Tag Championship 2025? I don't know, Alan. Especially with women's mid-card titles coming up, maybe it's better just to kind of keep it the way it is and just have, tag teams like Lash and Jakara. Let them be relevant. Let them be involved. But to bring back their own, I don't know. Who is Nico? Nico is an independent wrestler that WWE has signed. He's part of the development program. Let me see if I can figure out anything else. Let's see. Who was a band? His real name is Skylar Clinton. Recently debuted. Blah 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 blah. Although he has been around NXT for a while, he hasn't been seen numerous segments in the background. But we are with Chase U, a dejected, packing up your shit and going home. Chase U. Good night, Andre Chase. Ice cream bars. Let's go. Yeah, I agree with that. Nico is the main character for GTV 4. Oh, yeah, right. Where's Miro? Moldova. I don't know where the fuck that guy is. Bulgaria. He's elsewhere, just collecting a check. So we're getting Andre Chase packing up his suitcase. Sound effects in the background. He's got his box. He's dejected. Pack your shit, Chase U, and out. What does this mean for Andre Chase? Mark Miro. Well, we forgot him before he quit. Johnny Be Good. So Andre Chase has to get a gimmick change. I think so. I mean, the shirt untucked. You're looking depressed. This whole thing brought to you by Progressive, by the way. # not sponsored. Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Chase. And mine cut off. Who said Mr. Chase? Who was it? Guys, here comes Kalani Jordan. She will take on Julia, folks. I will put a poll up. You get your predictions in. Let me know who you're taking in this one. Should be interesting. But Jordan will take on Julia. We will find out. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Who was it? I don't know. Anybody? Roxanne, you gimmick. I don't know how that works, Richard. Jay Chase reminds me of Cartman. Kalani is great. Up and coming. Julia for the win, though. I'm with you on that one. It sounded like EB. Ooh, Dawn. Dawn. I wonder. But how, what would, why? Kalani. So for those who didn't see what I saw, Andre Chase packs up all his shit. He's leaving. He's all sad. And someone says, Mr. Chase. And then it went off. So we don't know who said it, and we don't know why. Somebody thinks it could be Eric Bischoff. I'm not sure. How does that tie in? The Eric Bischoff, do we get EU? I don't know. Taraji is making an appearance at Hammerstein Ballroom in January. There you go. Tajira. Oh, fuck. I read that so wrong, Damien. Tajiri, thank you. Julia G for the win. Mark Miro has the weirdest. He had Botox forehead before Botox forehead was a thing on Brogan. 100%. Was that Bischoff's voice? It could be. Yeah, it was interesting. But folks, we are off and running in this one. Get your guesses in. Who's going to win? 83% of the chat. 84 taking Julia for the dub. So we'll see. This should be a good match either way. Both women set up. And Kalani kind of needs the win. She's been in a bit of a rough patch, losing her title. But she's talented. But I don't really think anybody gives her a chance against Julia unless something crazy happens. Trek, KJ, you know why they'll never move the Performance Center to Vegas? Then they can't say it's the most dangerous parking lot. There you go. Maybe. You never know. Never say never, though. Yeah, I want to know. What a weird cliffhanger. Do you like the Blue League more than the Gold League? More than the Continental Classic this year? I'd have to look again, but I think so. Slightly. Whatever league the Mortos is not in. Julia needs the win. I don't know about needs the win because she's Julia, but you would expect her to get the win and be involved in a high-profile match, right? So I'd be surprised that she doesn't get in unless there's some other story with it. And that's exactly why, Chair. Nice stalemate. Kalani looking good. Kalani and Julia back and forth, looking solid. Kalani looking for the handshake. All right. Sportsmanship. There you go. He's in the blue, so I like the gold better. Back and forth, like, let's go. It was the PM of Canada. He wants Chase for Parliament. He could use all the fucking help he could get, because Lord knows he's struggling doing it. He runs a country like TK runs a fucking wrestling company. She elbowed her right in the face. That's Julia stretching out Kalani. Kalani is good, but no personality. Young, green. Again, takes time. But yeah, her athletic ability does outweigh her on-screen ability right now. Her promos, again, young, very young, guys. Maybe it was Chris Jerry. From Chase U to the Learning Tree. Here we go. We'll trade Chase U for Ricky Starks. Straight up. Let's go. Word up. Kalani probably geeking out getting to wrestle Julia. Exactly. It's probably not a bad guess. I mean, Misfit, it's a big deal. And again, Kalani's been in a prominent spot, the first ever North American champion. Strong matches, done well. Her and Soul had a great match. I know some people were like, why is she in the 10 women tag? She was fine. The Blue League starts on Saturday on Collision. Okada versus Garcia. So Okada, their Continental champion, against Garcia, your TNT champion. Like, who takes the L in that match? And why are we booking this match? If Okada loses, your TNT, your current Continental champion just lost. Danny just got a title, so him losing doesn't make sense. And then, of course, Kyle Fletcher off his outstanding performance against Will Ospreay. How do you follow it up? Give him a match with more toast. Perfect. Why not? Everybody could use more toast in their life. Kalani has it all except character. I don't want her to be a female Ricochet. Again, I think that's the advantage of the Performance Center and NXT. And, You got to remember, once upon a time, the Baileys, the Sashas, the Charlottes, the Beckys, a lot of the women that we cheer for, the Rhea Ripleys, didn't have a great personality, didn't have good stage presence, weren't great on the mic. You got to remember that's, part of this process. I know we forget that sometimes because we see Rhea Ripley right in front of us, a Liv Morgan right in front of us, and forget once upon a time they were in NXT trying to figure it out, right? Remember, Rhea Ripley was blonde and looked like every other wrestler, and it took her time. So that's what I think we're witnessing with a Kalani, a Nikita, a lot of others, Lola for to a different extent. It's the developmental process. Even Roxy came in very squeaky clean, not the most exciting. The heel turn really helped her. Braun Breaker, we saw him go through a character change, work on some shit. Now he's comfortable as fuck on the main roster. So, yeah, 100%. I don't want to see her just be all talent, all flips, and no character. I hope she finds it. I wonder if Eric is being brought in to help Chase get his groove back. Not exactly the one I would use. No, Don, I would be shocked. If it's Eric to do something with Chase, of all people, right? The Chase World Order. Let's go. I don't know. I don't know. KJ, my fellow Canuck, you have you ever had to explain a snippet to people? No, not at all. Andre Chase equals I am chasing tree. Okay. I guess. Chase is the new GM. Goodbye, Nepo. Yes. I feel like fans like Stephanie better than Julia. Hard to say. I don't know how accurate that is. I wonder what you're basing that on, Chris. I mean, I feel like they're pretty neck and neck. Still can't get over Julia sounding like Sheeta. Okay. Interesting. The NQCC, okay, should turn into the Mean Street Posse. Well, let's go. Jeff Jarrett can lead that one up. Good NXT. It's been fun, fast. We're already 40 minutes away from the end of the show. It's been rolling on. The matches that we've gotten so far have been solid. So, yeah, no complaints on my end. Kalani has it all except got that one. Don't know how I got it again. Kalani for the win. Did I already take that down? I did take it down. Chase U, the new Mean Street Posse. Was it Road Dogg Jesse James calling Mr. Chase? Randy, that would be shocking to me as well. I don't know who it was. I have no idea. CAWO, I'm with it. Let's go. The Chase World Order. Do you think AEW should move Collision to a different day of the week? Yes. I always felt like Saturday was a bad move. Back in the day, Saturday was good. Families were home. It was a different time. So doing like that early Saturday evening weekly wrestling show was great. The family eats dinner and then they all watch the wrestling show together. But times have changed, and there is more getting in the way of Collision than helping Collision. Where you move them, I don't know. Thursdays, maybe, but then I don't know. They need to figure something out. Rampage is apparently going away. So what will happen between Rampage, Collision? Collision's numbers have been hurting. And again, I know they're going to move them to 4 o'clock and the rating's going to be not good. I mean, it's not going to help them any more than just they could go at their normal time and still get the same number they're about to get at 4 o'clock. Chase College. Julia got kicked in the face. Did she eat one? A legit potato? Yeah, see, I'm with you. 4-4. I just don't love Wednesday, Thursday, AEW back-to-back. Like I always liked, I know we get Monday and NXT back-to-back, so what the hell do I know? Monday, Friday, kind of having that separation between the wrestling is not bad. But at the end of the day, Saturday's not good. I mean, I almost think you're better off going on a Sunday evening than a Saturday evening, especially with so much pay-per-views on Saturdays. At least then you hope that people are home getting ready for the work week. If you go live at 8, 9 o'clock on a Sunday, maybe, I don't know. But Thursdays might be the spot. Road Dog has very particular accent. Didn't hear it. Then again, I might be very tired. Don, I mean, again, it was just Mr. Chase. So I don't know. A snippet like not exactly. Saturdays haven't worked in Wrestling Weekly. There's a reason Saturday Night Main Event is coming back as a special attraction. Yeah, I mean, again, just another thing that's going to fuck up Collision. Like when they do Saturday Night Main Event, are they going to move Collision earlier then? I mean, again, it is what it is. Saturday nights is not a strong night. I love that we're talking about this. Randy, speaking of
not a strong night, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I tried to segue into it, but yeah, to me, of Saturdays haven't always been great. Of like you even were saying, of Saturdays used to be where the family gets together and everything. Now that's Sunday. And I don't know if Sunday works for wrestling.
I don't know. I don't think more than one show works for AEW right now. We felt like that. I've always felt like as Julia's about to choke Kalani out. They're really solid match between Kalani and Julia, folks. But I thought then, and I still think it now, Tony Khan is so hell-bent on expanding the empire that he's not taking care of home base. So he's trying to build a house on shaky foundation. If he just had Dynamite and he could make Dynamite the best it could be, then worry about all these other shows, it'd probably be better for everybody. You
extend your forces so much that you end up actually weakening all of your forces because you've overextended your fucking reach.
Stretch thin. Roxy looking on from the back. Fun match. Yeah. If they've got to put anything into Collision, they should just drop it or make it great. Well, they were trying to make it great, but Punk wasn't welcome.
Well, that's the thing. Collision was born as the Punk show. It was born as the Outcast show. That's why FTR was there. That's why the House of Black was there. That's why Ricky Starks was there. That's why CM Punk was there. Yeah. It was the Punk guys that will give you your own show so you can fuck off and stay away from everybody else and not have any issues. And then it became, once Punk was gone, the Bucks came back over. Collision just felt like Rampage.
100%. So, Nishinoku. Two. Kalani Jordan doing the damn thing. What a match. And again, you got to give Kalani credit. She can go.
Plants her with that driver. Freak out.
2, 3.
Fits
me. Lays waist.
Makes perfect sense. And again, we're still prominently featuring Julia. And surprisingly, Julia hasn't already become champion, which I think is a nice show of restraint. So she was always going to be in the match, and this works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really enjoyed that match. That was a really strong match.
I think with that match, you showed that Kalani's not just, like I saw somebody say it while I was on my pause, for the cause of a female Ricochet. She can put it in, and she may not have the deepest of character work and everything like that, but she can go. She can strap on and strap in.
I think that's the biggest concern is we've seen her have several good matches. We're just worried that she won't find her personality, and we're hoping her time in NXT will help her find that personality.
Look at that fucking list, though, of Sol Ruka,
let's go,
Zarya, Zoltan, Julia, and Stephanie Vacour. As we've got.
So there's a last chance fatal 4-way for those who didn't qualify. Eddie not happy.
Yeah, but Lex is sucking up to Ava. Oh, the tag champs. Let's hold on.
Yeah, he is.
I was going to tell you to step up and show me who wanted the most. They ended up in chaos. Who would have thought you bring fucking 10 teams together and all saying, fight for your spot, and that might have not ended so well.
Yeah, so Ava just let the tag champs know there's going to be a battle royal for the NXT #1 contenders in the tag team division.
So we can kiss the Dusty goodbye.
I am Boots and Boots.
Oh, yes. Everybody just shows up now, and Ava's just walking away.
Like a good manager, she just leaves.
Well, so you have to clarify me. Ava just took a shove. Someone's getting fired now because Dwayne's little daughter took a bump. She hasn't taken a bump in 10 months.
Ava took a bump.
But so you have to let me know. So the alleged Bischoff inning. What happened?
Well, Chase was they did the old montage and Chase packing up and all his shit in his box. You know, he was futured endeavored and he's leaving Chase U. And someone says, Mr. Chase, and it goes blank. It goes right back. So we have no idea who said Mr. Chase.
I'm waiting for somebody to run back the video files and run that through how many algorithms they need to and everything. But could you imagine? Obviously, you're not a big fan of Ava, especially an authoritarian figure. What if Eric Bischoff was to be the general manager of NXT?
I'm in. Fuck. Sorry, Ava. Ava got hit with the door out 8 to 10 months. See ya, Ava.
I feel like I could just say, so what if it's, a McGriddle and a large fry from McDonald's? You'd be like, see ya, thanks, bye. They can do it. They can do the job at least as well as you did.
It could be Garfield. I don't give a shit who takes over. This girl's not it.
Sonic the Hedgehog. I see Keyshawn. It's Cornette. No, because there wasn't any swearing or cursing.
Right. Tag title match at Deadline. Nathan will be pulling double duty. I called it. I did.
It makes sense.
So Nathan Frazier will be required to fight twice, which could lead to them losing the titles, which could lead to more issues because now Frazier's already qualified, and he will have to defend his tag titles in the same night.
Right. Tension.
Ava got hit by a door. I hate these last chance crap. You lost. No, I don't mind it. It's like the loser bracket in a tournament. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and you're still the last man in and everything like that. 100%. I thought you were going to make a joke about Ava getting hit by a door, and at least it didn't, hit you where the good Lord splits you type of shit of don't let it fucking, tell you don't need to be on your merry way.
Well, it was the wrong door. It should have been the door to outside the building today. Wow, amazing outing by Kalani. Looked hella strong. Props to Julia for carrying it so well. A hell of a match. Julia Kalani delivers. We talk about the NXT women's division a lot. Kalani's another lady that, again, her in-ring has come miles. I know some of the concerns from the chat is that she doesn't find a personality. She doesn't come out of her shell. But I did remind everyone when you were on your pause, that was the case for a lot of these people. Remember when we had blonde Rhea Ripley or Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch?
I mentioned it. I don't know if you saw it, to where remember when Becky Lynch was coming out there doing Riverdance and everything.
Right.
Hoity-toity-toity-toity-toity-toity. Yeah, that was Becky Lynch before she became the fucking man and everything. Like, it's this weird line but it's become the way that NXT's grown and developed because it still walks that fine line of is it a developmental, is it a third brand type of thing. So now it becomes OG NXT. You had a lot more leeway because this was, think about it. Roman Reigns was like Aki or something, whatever the fuck his name was and everything. He was doing a millionaires, I got all the money gimmick and everything before he was the tribal chief, before he was even the big dog. So all of these guys have, developed through it. But now it feels like with where NXT's at and how it's presented, you've got to be fast-tracked a little bit. Like you've got to be here versus you can start here.
Yeah, to an extent. I do see that for sure. Rock's daughter, everyone getting fired. Yeah, navel down. Navel in distress.
Yeah, there's this woman. And Shawn Michaels getting physical with Eddie Thorpe.
Oh, I like it. Shawn Michaels slamming Eddie up against the wow.
Yeah, but Eddie's got one of those. Eddie had that whole like, motherfucker, if you weren't my boss, I would end you. Like, I would push that fucking skull all the way into the back of your skull. Like, this woman took a bump off a door bump and is selling it like she just took a fucking Hell in a Cell Mick Foley dive.
Eddie Thorpe definitely going heel, folks. But here comes Trick Williams.
Trick. Whoop that Trick. Does Trick own shirts? I'm starting to be questioning that.
Wishful thinking.
We can send him shirts.
Who?
Trick. Because I was asking if he owned shirts. I'm sorry. I guess you were laughing at Capone.
I was.
Saying, damn, that's a long time to be out from a bump for a door, 8 to 10 months. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If she's selling this like Foley off the top of the Hell in a Cell.
Right. I hope Eddie takes out Shawn. That'd be cool. Eddie just snaps.
Trick or Shawn won't be able to see where he's coming from. He'll be looking over here and he'll end up over here.
Right. Eddie Thorpe better be like Karrion Kross when he first was in NXT, just dominating until Adam Cole promo. No, I don't know. I don't know what Eddie's gonna do. Eddie's been weird. He was a DJ last time I got a note from him. So
did you see everyone though giving so much credit to Karrion Kross for the New Day breakup of how he very much planted the seeds and now he's reaping what he sowed?
Right. Oh.
We all saw last week.
Oh, he even made a comment about like Ava's losing control, but we know who her bloodline is.
But maybe this is a way. We talked about a certain Bischoff that might have said some things earlier tonight. Ava's now might be on the sidelines. Is this a way to pivot away?
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Pivot away, pivot away, pivot away now.
Maybe. Karrion Kross is low-key cooking everything. He was working on his good right now. Yeah, I mean, I like this better. Takes time. Ridge better win the title. I don't know. I got my doubts, Chris.
I'm talking about people like DIY. Well, does Trick move to the main roster? Excuse me.
You're still ahead. Trick is just rambling. He's cutting a promo chair. Jesus Christ. What do you mean he's rambling?
Did you have him mention Carmelo?
More importantly than that. Oh, Chase you.
There we go.
Ava going to be at Survivor Series. Here you go. Ava going to retire from wrestling. Go back to fucking Hot Topic.
Now, can you retire from something you never started?
Well, she can retire as being a manager.
I was going to say, I'd like to retire from the NFL officially. Buffalo Bills, if you can sign me to a one-day contract so I can retire as a Bill, I'd appreciate it. But yes.
Right.
This black and silver brand won't die. Is that the first time you've heard this referred to as the black and silver brand?
Oh. Black and silver, not often. As Ridge coming out, ref's coming near him, and he's saying basically get away. Wherever I go.
Controversy.
Hey, easy.
There's your Eric Bischoff. So whoever said anything to chase you right there. Hold on just a second.
What does he say? I've enjoyed the chaos. I want to get a closer look.
Oh.
Hey, coming at our team. Let's go. Let's go. No,
we want to keep it, right? We're going to find out how bad you want to keep it. If you think tensions are high right now,
Bischoff. Yo, he playing like a little bit of heel Bischoff right now.
But he's still always, he has it. Yeah, let's be honest. I'm going to say humble brag as two people who have it. You kind of can tell when somebody has it. And Mutker, him and Ham are two guys that have it of no matter what he says, whether he's heel, he's babyface, it pulls you in. It can draw you in.
I mean, he's a salesman. I mean, that's, again, he can talk. He's got the give a gab. I'm surprised. It wasn't very much like I'm coming, but it's like I'm coming and you guys are I'm going to turn up the tension and you guys are going to, like, that's an interesting take. Now, somebody said that X-Pac tweeted out he's going to be there next week. What is happening?
Everybody, but no. So we're getting Eric Bischoff is going to show up and be involved in, I guess, the Trick and Ridge segment next week on the Go Home show before Deadline and everything. And I still thought it so interesting, and I'm sure Twitter is having a meltdown, and everyone's already going at Bischoff for everything that he's ever said about other companies now of if he's showing up on NXT. But yeah, that's really interesting that Bischoff is involved in WWE in 2024, like on TV.
Yeah, and again, in what aspect? Like, why? That's my question right now is why?
New GM. Ava's got to sell that fucking doorknob injury.
Amnesia.
I have a bruise.
NWO2. So Eric comes out and starts, I said it, he's going to start the Chase World Order.
And we thought the WWE version of NWO with Booker T and Kevin Nash and HBK was bad. If you're going to do Chase World Order, no.
Chase World Order, let's go.
See Harold just throwing around suckings like a spastic squirrel. What?
Right. Chase it. But somebody needs to replace Eddie Thorpe. I don't know about replacing Eddie Thorpe just yet. I don't know if I missed something.
No, I think if anything now, he's probably very clearly going to be the one who wins that match now because they put the focus and the emphasis on him.
They're showing corny YouTubers' reaction to what? I'm not
Couldn't be us. Couldn't be us.
Chase World Order. Let's go. I don't really think it. It's funny though. I want to know who said Mr. Chase and what does it mean?
Did he go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all, the NXT universe probably brings to you Mr. Chase?
Yeah, maybe. Trick is still not ready. We have his last several matches not exciting. Again, kind of like what we talked about with Kalani. It's Trick got ahead of himself, but we'll see if being here in NXT will help him flourish and find his way.
Well, and it's one of those of has he pigeonholed himself and cornered himself into a spot to where if he's not champion, it feels like a demotion, a downgrade, and everything. Like, if we're going to say Trick needs development, which he probably still clearly does a little bit, I think they've almost built him to the point to where if he's not champion or at least contending for a title, it's a little bit of a mark on him and everything of like, you've knocked him down a little much.
Fair enough. First, Billy Ray, the David LaGreca, Eric Bischoff. Are y'all showing up next? We're just waiting for the call, bro. We're waiting for the call, Willie.
Right.
Bring back Mandy instead of Eric. Mandy's done some things. I don't know if they're ever going to bring her back. We'll see.
For me, it all depends on if she wants to. Honestly, at this point, because the old man is gone, so I think it's more of just if she wants to.
I don't know. I believe
ball's in her court. Pause.
I don't know if that's true, to be 100% honest with you. And remember, Michael's HBK was one of the decision makers in that circumstance. So I don't know how true that is. And I do believe that there's a definitive line that you can't cross. So I don't know if it's a matter of like, take your shit down and then we'll talk. But I don't think Mandy just knocks on the door and says, guess what? I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, you want to know how many people have been talking about her and her content and everything outside of that? Nobody.
It still exists. And again,
well, but still, it's one of those. So you want to base it on HBK. So then, how much was Daniel Bryan involved in decisions with Punk and everything like that? If he was head of the disciplinary committee and everything,
he said he was. He said he was part of the firing. So again, I think that only helps my argument. But yeah, I think Mandy is an interesting case. But if the fans want her back and there's something they could do, yeah. I mean, again, she's making content that she seems pretty content with making. So, yeah, but I don't think it was so many women. They're not dying for, I hope Mandy comes back one day.
No one said that they were dying for that, but I'm saying I think at least very much the ball's in her court.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. And I don't think either one of us can say that because we don't know.
I can speculate on it, though.
Yeah, but that's what Meltzer does, and we try not to. Netflix commercials. Trick is that AAA or 4A level in baseball. Too good for the minors, but can't. Yeah, kind of stuck in the between.
Right.
Oh, what's this? Quarter pounders.
So,
okay.
Ren's in the last chance qualifying match. Well, no shit, she was in a qualifying match, so all the losers are in the last chance one. As Dempsey's acting like I pulled a favor, I did you a solid, I added you into this, I got you in there. Well, no, you were already gonna be in there. So it's Ren, Jada, Cora, and Kalani. I'm taking Jada.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Eddie Thorpe, Lexus King, Axiom, and Cedric. Ooh, Eddie's winning that one. Especially, he's getting hamstrung and everything like that by Shawn Michaels, by HBK. Eddie's getting a rub. Pause.
Yeah, and yeah, and I don't want to correct you, but Ren was not in a qualifying match, so it is actually cool that Dempsey got her into.
Oh, fair enough. No, that's fine. I thought I'm 100% will admit that I misspoke. I thought I misconstrued her match with Julia's match, and then
Xbox will be here. Xbox.
Break it down, dude.
100%, my guy. 100%. Jada will have a match with Lola at Deadline. I think Kalani gets the last spot. Interesting.
Fair enough. As I've got Tatum Paxley coming out right now. I'm taking her to win. Gigi probably helps her win, but I'm taking her to win.
Yeah. All right, folks, get your votes in, and we will see who you are taking.
Brought to you by Progressive. I saw someone that mentioned that Progressive's such a sponsorship for NXT because of all the fucking issues and the fights and everything and the parking lots and all of that. You got to make sure you have solid car insurance when you're getting somebody slammed through your windshield.
Absolutely. Tatum Paxley got some solid music. Yeah. But here comes your North American champion with Fatal Influence.
Honestly, that entrance with the going from out of focus to in focus getting solid. And I'm a big Fallon fan, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about the wrestling, my guy, not about facts. That's where you're inaccurate on that, my guy. But thank you. Hulk Hogan might show up too. Yeah, let's hold our breath. Let's not. Gigi saves Tatum from a beating, but Fallon retains. Yeah, Fallon's going to retain. I love Fatal Influence. Fallon. Probably. Follow me. Everything is all right.
Oh, you're forgetting. I got everything I ever wanted, and I'll never get that back. Boy, I bet you hate X Factor. Boy, I bet you hate X Factor. When it was him, Albert, and Just Incredible.
Right? Just Incredible. I miss Just Incredible. Finally came.
Am I the only one that still thinks Mike Rome does karaoke for Panic at the Disco on weekends.
Probably.
He looks 100% like he's done into some shit like that.
Right?
That haircut fits perfectly. I'm halfway going of it's been nothing but weeks of heartbreak for NXT. I think they give them something to cheer for, and Tatum wins.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I just don't. I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Tatum could win. I think Fallon's got this in the bag, though. Haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn
door? No. It's much better to face these kind of things with a sense of poison rationality.
Fatal influence is what I want PFC to be. Yeah, PFC could be like a tough fatal influence. Not quite working.
Fallon right now kind of walking down Tatum. I'll let you have that. You'll discuss that.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's just it's a misunderstanding on the meaning. But that's what we do here as far as that's what everyone does. But again, it's yeah, again, reporting things that are beyond speculation. Nick, is you shut up, chair. Shazonia just lacks what fatal influence can offer. Yeah, you might have an argument there. He only does karaoke once in a while. The rest is spent hanging with his son.
It was jokes, but I appreciate the sentimental comment has Tatum just doing the flips just because I'm going to show I can do the flips. Up kick from Tatum on the Fallon, and she's got her on Dream Street a little bit here. You ever seen that before? Someone just wrap their ankles around you and call that a submission? I mean, outside of the bedroom?
I mean, a good thigh lock is always fun to try and.
It's not even a thigh lock. It's an ankle lock. It's an ankle lock just on your fucking throat.
Fucking head scissors. Let me go. Holding our hands, but forcing the pin. Look at Tatum.
I'm telling you. Oh, double underhook suplex there. Stomps Fallon on the outside here. I'm assuming. We got about 10 minutes left. I'm assuming this is probably getting close to a commercial break, if I'm going to guess.
59% of the chat, 57 taking back to 59. So almost 60% taking Fallon. 5-star match. I'm with you, bro. Let's go.
Right.
Retains. Tatum got her by the hair. Oh. Maybe we get. Oh, Fallon around the post. Man, the women are cooking. So is Tatum. Absolutely. We go to commercial.
There's a commercial break spot.
Another women's and tag teams. That's all we got tonight. Tony D.
Hey, but it shows their depth. It shows that, you don't have to use well, they had a promo with Trick, so I couldn't say you don't have to use your world champ every week, but you show depth in your roster.
For sure. And again, the women's roster, we keep talking about it every week. It's cooking. It's really cooking. They're trying to wake up the tag team division. We will find out who the number one contenders will be. So that shall be interesting. I know we were kind of hoping for maybe a Dusty, but there's so many fucking tournaments going on. Let's do a battle royal.
Facts. Fair enough.
But if you're just tuning in, Eric Bischoff and X-Pac will be at NXT next week. Who knew?
Who would have had that we were having a WCW and NWO reunion on NXT?
Right? Now you're probably wondering, what am I going to do? Paul, shut up. You dumb.
Yeah. sounds like a woman or a man that doesn't have a woman cooking for him. Pause.
Right. Nick, who do you think at this moment is favorite of the ladies to win the Iron Survivor?
Ooh. Do you have a choice? Because I'm trying to run through. I'm like, there's a few that all kind of feel in that same little pocket, and it's now of splitting hairs of which one you want to pick.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Julia right now.
Yeah, she'd be my favorite. The first one that jumped to my name would have been Stephanie outside of that. But again, I think it's like her, Julia, and Zarya are like the top three in whatever order you want to put them at. And then the rest of them are there.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think Julia, again, that's what's kind of fun about this. Like, Zarya picked up the pin in the 10-woman match. Like, it's just been crazy. There's so much talent. Any one of them could win, and it would make sense.
Oh, absolutely. And it depends on how you view people, if they're going to be there for a minute, if they're there for a long time and everything. Like, for the longest time, we even thought Roxanne wouldn't have still been in NXT at this point. And here she is set up to be challenging whoever. So, interessante.
Yeah. I like it too. Tatum feels main roster ready. I don't know about main roster ready. She hasn't done a ton yet. She's still super young. Less than a year as far as actively doing something. I love her. I really like her, but you need to let her kind of grow. I think they're not going to rush. You got so much talent that you could say that about. Could Julia go up? Could Zarya go up? Could Steph go up? Could Cora go up? Could Roxy go up? So, I mean, Tatum's in a bit of a mix of very talented, but also help NXT be really good if she stays.
Yeah, I would say she's not even in my like top 10 out of the women's division that needs to, like, if I was to do a draft, a supplemental draft, what have you, out of the NXT women's division, she's probably maybe top 10, if that. And that's not a knock on her. It's just that literally there's a depth amongst her and above her that fills that up more, and she's still fighting and still growing that character.
Right. Big forearm as we come out of commercial break. What's your dark horse in the men's Iron Survivor match? Javon would be the dark horse, I think.
Javon, or I guess now Eddie, because he got, again, him interacting with HBK, that's like somewhat a little bit of a rub. I guess I rubbed you the wrong way. Pause. But yeah.
Tatum and Nikki Cross would be good friends. All the spooky together. That's what we do. It's like playing the match game.
Right. Well, we've thought it before with Wendy Chu and co. So yeah. We'll roll through one count.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Kiana James is out injured, so we'll see what happens there. Lyra has been quiet, and that's very much a very, very good point, MDB, is if you shove Tatum up, if you shove any of these women up, you run the risk of, and then what? Because you still have your solidified roster. They're better off getting TV time on Tuesdays than getting no TV time on Mondays and Fridays. Oh, double crossbody.
It becomes, again, that issue of everybody wants to see everybody pushed, everybody wants everything, and then when they actually get it, they don't like it type of thing of, let growth and depth and everything happen, because, like, I won't even say anything too much with Kalani James and everything like that, because she's been MIA a bit. But injured. Like, Lyra just got the video. Fair enough. That's why she's not what I was getting. Fair enough. That's not what I was getting at, but okay. I was talking about how. Okay. I was getting at how. All right. I was getting at how Lyra just had a video package for her return and everything like that. So you've got to have her get back, and maybe she slides into the IC division or the US title shot. What have you and everything.
She might win it.
Right.
I think Wesley wins the Iron Survivor and Soul wins the women's. Soul might be a dark horse, not a front runner.
I think they're setting her up to look like a front runner, but yeah. She's another one that she's super prominent and everything, but I think is going to still have a bit more of a run in NXT for a bit.
Kiana James, Royal Rumble. If she's healthy, I'm sure she'll be back in the mix.
Right. 1, 2, dos, amigos, dos.
Ava taken out and Eric Bischoff back in charge. Does this mean Ava could join the Rock's bloodline? No. No. Why? No.
As what, the People's Championship holder? Like, what does she do in the new bloodline? I make sure everyone has fresh red shirts.
Right? Big distraction. What? Nice.
Panel slam. 1, 2. Actually, pump panel suplex.
Yeah. Sean, I mean, again, the TKO and Impact, the problem is not being for sale. Access owns that. And then again, unless they're willing to part with it, doesn't really. I mean, again, I don't want all the companies under TKO. That's not good for business.
What now?
The idea of
1, 2, dos.
2. Kiana was called to earlier, but she was floundering in NXT. She wasn't floundering. I was actually surprised she got called up, but floundering is not the right word for Kiana.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, go. Oh, slide through drop kick on a JC Jane. This is, though, again, I think we're going to get the feel-good moment. Oh, she was setting up for the finisher. I think we're going to get the feel-good moment of Tatum wins of Paymaster. Oh, don't make me a fucking liar over this fast. Fucking son of a bitch. Literally, as the words came out of my mouth, Fallon Henley just said, you can have that, not even what I'm mad at.
Yeah, and clean. Like I said, folks, Fallon just got that belt. She, her and Fatal Influence have been strong. It might be a while before someone beats her.
But now what do you do with Tatum after? Like, are you going to just now her and Gigi as a tag team? Like, we had the little teaser, at least something here. I thought we might have gotten some influence or some interference here. I thought we were going to at least have a good send home moment and everything of you've gotten 3 heels taking on 1 baby face, all of that.
I think we're going to get Gigi now.
Yeah, now here comes Gigi.
Gigi,
where the fuck were you during the finish?
Let's go. And JC should be nervous.
Oh, coming from behind. Burn down the hot topic.
GG on fire, let's go.
That's officially Tatum and Gigi's tag team name now is the Hot Topic.
There we go, rolling. Sticking to the action here. It keeps going. Tatum on fire, Gigi firing up. Jasmine still hurt on the outside, just cheering. I like it. PK is back. That's right, for. Let's go. Gigi and Tatum makes sense. I like it. That's Paul Levesque, Lee Fitting, and Shawn Michaels are the executive producers.
Right. I feel like we had this before with the Unholy Union with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Just a little bit. Why can't they get a thing? I'd like to see them.
Right. But yeah, there you go, folks. That is NXT going off the air. Get your ratings out of 10. Into the chat. Let us know how you felt about the show. What did you like? What didn't you like? What was good? What was bad? What was in between? But overall, the night cooked. It clipped. I'm really content with how that one flew by. Solid show. Big return. Eazy-E's going to be back next, or returning to WWE next week. Xbox going to be in the building. What's up with Chase U? So much to go on. The tag teams all hate each other. Ava got a bump on the head. It was a crazy night.
I really like that NXT has really established and solidified a new voice outside of just they did the show in Chicago. They did the show in St. Louis and everything of once they did the shift to the CW of might have been just a big splash, and then we kind of, go about our merry way. But I feel like they've just taken the ball and goddamn run with it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Has competition, fair enough. Where the hell is Ariana Grace? She's busy, ebbs and flows. She'll be back.
She's busy playing co-GM with her daddy Santino and TNA.
Right, she was the ambassador for a while. Solid show tonight, says Anthony. Appreciate that. Giving looks like Lita here. Giving GG. That kind of had the blowout 1990s style pants. Looking good, looking good.
Like I said, hot topic.
Right. Hooray for GG back. 7.5 out of 10. I think I'm right there with you at MDB. 7.5, 8. It was solid from start to finish. The in-ring quality of tonight was really good. And I mean, I know we say the other company is the one that puts on the great matches, but I mean, I'll take any match we got tonight and put it up against it. I think tonight in-ring was real well done. Even Spears and Tony.
Yeah, solid show. Not exactly, knock your socks off if I'm gonna have to explain why I'm saying like 7.5 and everything. Yeah, solid show. I'm there. I'll say 7.5. I can be talked to a 7. I don't know if I can be talked to an 8, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good. Not a sold fan of Fallon at all. I think she's come a long way. I think she's done extremely well. Bar Rescue was like the fucking murderer's row for everybody involved. But ever since then, I think she's great. Stands out.
I was a fan of her from Bar Rescue and everything and all of that. And then since then, by the way, that's the pairing for those who haven't been here for a minute. That's our name for the pairing of Fallon Henley, Brooks Jensen, and Briggs, Josh Briggs. Yeah, formerly known as. But
6 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, 0 to 10. No, Trish. You got a lot of other options, my guy. There's got to be some points in there. 7.92. That's very specific. Love that loved the Lola Vice match. Got me tongue tied. Western Lee's new haircut. Eric Bischoff. Yeah, Wesley new haircut. Looking all preppy. 7 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Good show. Do you think The Rock shows up next week? We talk about KJ. No. 7.5 out of 10. What?
No. Well, just showing up next week. I don't know if he shows up next week or this week. I'll say that.
On NXT?
Oh, Dwayne? Oh, I missed that part. I was hearing the conversation of The Rock showing up, so I apologize.
Right. It could be here any minute. Watch Survivor Series with us, folks. 7.5 out of 10, 7.5, solid show. Or Bloodline. Okay, fair enough. Which creepy girl will join them? They need one more. You'll either
fuck off with your Wendy Chu.
She's the same gimmick.
Yeah, no, that's why she's shit still.
Okay, we won't get into this argument because
I didn't say anything. Move along.
We're going to support the girl that plays with dolls, but not the one that plays with pillows. So
move along. Yeah,
it is what it is. 8 out of 10, great show. 8, 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. Wrestling for life. Now Eagles 10. Yes, we fucking do. 8 out of 10, 7.5, 8. Everyone pretty fucking happy. Osprey better be in a neck brace from all. Yeah, he won't be. He's got a match coming up. 10 from Jordan. 10.
He's gonna win his division. Fuck is we talking about?
Setting up him and Fletcher. Rosemary could be Rosemary. Rosemary would be nice, but she's busy. So I don't think she'll be back for a minute. Where are you? Yeah, let's go. Someone say Wendy Chu? Yeah, choose you. Nick
I said nothing, Your Honor. You cannot hold me in contempt of court.
Very solid show tonight. 7.5. I agree. But ladies and gentlemen, NXT rocked and rolled. Thought it was a good one. Building a lot. Deadline looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot to figure out next week. Again, who talked to Chase U? Who's going to be in the Iron Survivor? What are we going to do with the Battle Royal? So much to figure out. A lot going on. But we appreciate everyone for being a part of it. It was a fun one tonight. And across the board, everyone seems pretty happy with it. But we are back tomorrow for Dynamite. We're here all week long. Saturday, 5 p.m. It's going to be an insane show for Survivor Series, as Saturdays always are. But other than that, follow us all over the place. Click all the buttons, be a part of the family. Yeah, good show, Nick.
Absolutely. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you want to put that for life with it.
Come back tomorrow. We'll see you on the flip side.